Hello and welcome back to Tash Naturally Pilates. I am Tash and today we have a prone series. So what does prone mean? Prone means to be lying on your stomach. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of exercises that will focus on us being on our stomachs. But don't worry, that doesn't mean that we're just going to be lying around. We will be working our glutes, our back, our hamstrings. So kind of a full body, also into our abdominals as well as our arms. Okay, so just you and me, baby, and your mat. Make sure you got a bottle of water and we're going to get straight stuck into it. Okay, so we're going to start off gently. I want you to just come onto your hands and your knees, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and tuck your toes. We're going to do cat-cows, round into the spine, chin to chest. And then as you inhale, you arch, you look to the ceiling. Allow the belly to be soft. And repeat, exhale, round into the spine, chin to chest here. Draw shoulder blades apart. And then as you inhale, you arch, you look to the ceiling, shoulder blades kiss. Repeat at your own pace. Flexion and extension of the spine here. Should just feel really good. We're going to go for 3 more. Last 2. And last one. Wherever you are, flex or extend and come back to that neutral position. Okay, cores engage. We're going to inhale, reach left fingertips up to the ceiling, open up your chest. Exhale as you thread your left hand underneath your right. And repeat. Exhale, lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale as you thread it underneath. Make sure you're not sitting back with your glutes. Okay, you're just dropping your chest or your cheek down to the mat and you're lifting it all the way up. And you got 2 more like that. Last one, reach it up, place that hand back down and repeat other side. So eye line follows your fingertips the whole time. Exhale, thread it under. Notice I'm not sitting back, okay? Just threading it under and coming all the way back up. Your torso or your trunk, in other words, is completely stable. Let's go for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Reach it all the way up and place it all the way back down. Wonderful. Okay, let's move a little bit forward onto our mat. You're going to step your left foot behind and then your right. So you are in a high plank position. You're dropping your glutes just a tad, but not too much because we're not arching into the spine. And your hips are not lifted too high to the ceiling. Otherwise, that is definitely not a plank. Okay, hold it here. We're going to go for 4. For 3. Last 2. Last one, you're going to bend into the arms. You're going to lower all the way down onto your tummy. And tuck the toes. Inhale, then tuck your toes. Exhale, press all the way back up. So it's like a push-up, but it's a bit of a modified version because we're lowering all the way down. You rest onto your tummy, you untuck your toes, your hands stay where they are. You look into your mat the whole time, then you tuck your toes, press all of the weight into your hands as you press all the way back up. High plank position. Lower all the way back down. 1, 2 seconds. Tuck the toes again, press all the way up. Woo! A lot harder than it looks. You're doing good. Let's go for 3. Now, if you want to add, you can. So when you come down, okay, untuck the toes, reach your fingertips long. Bring them back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes, press all the way up. Woo! Let's go for 2. You can speed it up if you want. Let's go, last 1. Press all the way down, reach it forward, stay onto your tummies, okay? Stay here. I want you to bring 1 foot onto each corner of the mat, okay? Press your hips into the mat. Don't let your hip bones lift off of the mat. Bend your arms, cactus arms, okay? Lower your head down so your nose is resting onto the mat, okay? Inhale to prepare. On the exhale, we're going to lift the top half of our body, lifting the arms up in line with the shoulders and lowering all the way back down. Lift it up. and lower it all the way back down. Okay, so you have a neutral spine here, your core's engaged. You really want to make sure that your feet are not lifting off of the mat. And slow the movement down, doesn't have to be fast. The main thing is that you're not looking to the ceiling and you're not tucking your chin to your chest, okay? Lengthen that spine in line with the neck. Core's engaged. So we're working into the back here, into the upper abdominals. We're going to go for 4. Last 3. Last 2. On this last one, you can stay here. If you want a bit more, you're going to lift. You're going to lengthen the arms. Reach. You're going to bend them back in. You're going to lower all the way back down. Repeat. Lift. Lengthen arms. Bring them back in. Bend them in. Lower all the way back down. And lift. Reach. Make sure that you're not pinching your shoulder blades together, okay? Your elbows are staying in line with your shoulders when they come back to that start position. Lower all the way back down. Try not to squeeze your glutes too much. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Extend the arms, lower all the way back down. Woo! Woo, woo. Okay. So your palms are facing the floor. Okay. So you're going to be in the same position, 1 foot on either corner of the mat. Okay, making sure that we're not tucking our pelvis under or extending into the spine. Okay, we really want to make sure that we've got that neutral spine. We're going to inhale to prepare. On the exhale, you're going to lift your head in line with your spine and you're going to lift your right arm and your left leg. You're going to lower it down. Same side, let's go. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Core's engaged here. So we're prepping ourselves for swimming. Making sure that your arm and your leg are lengthened. So imagine I'm pulling them to the opposite sides of the room. Let's go for 3. Then we're going to move to the other side for 2. Last one, hold it up, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, lower it all the way back down. We're going to move straight to the other side. Left arm, right leg, lift, lower all the way back down. Lift, lower. So every time you lift, your neck is going to lift at the same time, but you're looking to your mat the whole time, okay? Your neck and your spine are glued to one another. And I know I keep going on and on about this, but this is really important. Core's engaged. Let's go for 4. Then we're going to start to add both of them together for 3. Last 2. Feel your glutes engaged before you lift them. On this last one, hold that arm and leg lifted. Hold, hold, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Now we're going to add them together, so we're going to swim, okay? Right arm, left leg lifts. As they lower, your left arm, right leg lifts. You're looking to your mat the whole time. You're not lowering your head. Woo, swim. So one hand drops, the other one lifts. Same with the leg. Both of your hip bones are staying in contact with the mat. Your core's engaged. Can you go a little bit faster? You should be able to fit a teacup on your lower spine, which means that your pelvis is keeping completely stable. We're here for 4. Let's go for 3. Last 2. And last one, lower it down. Bend the arms. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Short and killer sweet. Okay. Bring one hand on top of the other. Bend into the knees. Keep the knees wide, and I want you to bring your heels together. Glue them together. Okay, again, we have got a neutral spine, and our forehead is going to be glued to the top of our hands the whole time. Okay, it's not going to move. You're going to inhale to prepare here. On exhale, squeeze your heels together and release. Okay, so super simple, super easy. Squeeze the heels together, release. As you squeeze your heels together, you're going to gently squeeze into the glutes, but not over squeeze, okay? Squeeze the heels. Don't let your heels drop down to the floor. They need to stay in this 90 position. Squeeze, release. Your core still engaged, so bring your belly button to your spine. Super important here. I'm going to go for 4. Let's go for 3. Don't shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Keep them in those back pocket of the jeans. Last 2, we're going to start to add. So if you're comfy here, stay here. If you want a bit more, squeeze into the heels. Then we're going to lift the knees off of the mat. We're going to lower them back down, release the squeeze. Squeeze heels, lift knees, lower back down. You are doing so well. Squeeze, lift, lower. Squeeze, lift, lower. Only 3 more like that. Woo! You really are digging your hip bones into the mat. Core engaged, protecting that lower spine. Last 2. Last 1. Hold the knees lifted, squeeze into the heels. We're going to pulse the heels up to the ceiling. Pulse them up. You here for 4. Oh my gosh, my glutes. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Last one, hold it up, hold, hold, hold. 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, and 1. Load all the way back down. Extend the legs behind you. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Press all the way up. Press all the way back to downward facing dog. Woo! If you've shifted off your mat like me, just come back. And you can alternate heel lifts. Lowering one heel down to the mat as another one lifts. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Drop both of your heels down, ripple through the spine, high plank position. Hold it there. I'm going to go for 4. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it there. Hold, hold, hold. Can you bring your right knee in towards the chest? Step it long, okay? So that means that your right foot doesn't touch the floor. Bring it back in. So it's got a leg pull front. Bring it behind. Bring it in. If you need to come to your forearms, do so. But your range of motion will be a bit less. Let's go for 3. Woo! Let's go for 2. Press into your palms to make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders. On this last one, we're going to keep that leg behind us. Hold there. Hold there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight into the other side. Extend that left leg behind you. Lift the toes off of the mat. Bend. Bring that left knee in. Extend it out. Woo. Bend it in. Extend it out. Bend it in. We're not rocking from side to side or back and forth. We're completely still. That's the challenge. We're here for 4. It's your only final 4. Final 3. Final 2. On this final one, extend that leg behind you. Hover the feet. Hover, hover, hover that foot over the mat. For 4. 3, 2, 1. Drop that foot down. Press back. Child's pose. Drop the forehead down to the mat. Reach your fingertips to the other side of the mat. Making sure your glutes are rested onto your heels. Breathe. Ripple through your spine. Come all the way up to a seated position. Cross your feet. We just got 3 deep breaths in. Okay? If it's uncomfortable on a seated position, you can grab a yoga block, place it underneath your glutes or even a pillow. Otherwise, let's take those 3 deep breaths in. I'm going to inhale, reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Look to your fingertips. Exhale down. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Final deep breath in through the nose, fill up those lungs. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling, hold that breath, 1, 2, 3, and exhale out. Wonderful work. See you on the mat soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe.